welcome back to another episode of Project I Want to Live. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Vanna. So this week what we wanted to do is showcase to you the real journey. Not just from, last year when Melissa decided, okay, Vanna, let's start this project, but really how she has been struggling with weight ever since a child. We put together some photos to really show you the timeline. Not exactly every single year, but really just to show you how there were times where, you could definitely tell she had gained weight. Then there's pictures where she was a little thinner, and etc. But really the reason why is because her methods in the past were unsuccessful, obviously. They weren't geared towards long-term success.
Right.
And we wanted to show this because we know that there's so many people out there that can relate to this. It's not like, okay, I gained weight, now I want to lose it. But it's just that struggle. It's kind of like that repeated circle that just keeps going and going. And at the end of the day, what happens is that so many people lose that belief and they lose that hope that they can ever really get to their goals. So what happens? They just gain more weight and more weight and more weight, and they become so much more unhappier. So we have some photos for you. Check them out, and we'll be right back. What were some of the methods that you did in the past, and how did you feel about that?
So, as you saw, my journey actually began at 9 years old. I think I talked about this in a previous video, how I went back to the doctor, and the doctor looked at my mom and said, "Lauren, what happened?" And that's where the cycle began of me being an overweight child going into adolescence. And as a teenager, it's really hard being overweight, and all your friends are skinny, the summertime, pools, bikinis, those things that you dread. And so in high school, what I used to do when I initially lost the weight was I would only eat once a day and then work out. And epically that failed, because once I got off of that plan, I gained all the weight back. Going into my early 20s, I said, okay, I'm gonna get this weight thing off. I want to be healthy and skinny like all my friends. So I was extreme once again, either not eating or going on only liquid diets, working out like a maniac. And then once my body gave up on that plan, I went back to the same habits. So if you don't really change permanently, then the results are never going to really change. And the reason why we believe so much that this time is different, and if you've been following along, because we really decided we need to educate ourselves, empower ourselves, and really look back at the last 20 years of why did I fail so much? Why is it that every time I gained weight, it was so much more than the time before? to the point where I got to my heaviest and became obese, weighing in at over 250 pounds. So our message is hope, is that if you really want to change, take a step back and look at what have you been doing. If it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years being overweight, look at your cycle, what you do. And if you can really take the initiative and say, okay, all these methods of crazy diets and all these things haven't worked, but if I really just look at the foundation, what's my nutrition like, what's my exercise program like, what's my belief in myself, my confidence, all those things come into factor. And this time around, I knew that I really wanted to change for good, that we decided that the mind is so powerful, and I've convinced myself over the years that, you know what, I'm just big boned. I'm just bigger than the average girl. But all that is false. And if you really want to become a healthier new person, you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we wanted to show this timeline and journey, and so you can get to know us a little bit more personal, and to see that, you know, we really have known each other for a long time, and we're just so excited to embark on this journey, and we're halfway to the goal. We're gonna keep on going. We're not gonna stop. Remember, it's a lifestyle. Choosing to live is your way of life, from your attitude, from your smile, from your perspective, from what you feed to your body, from the people you have in your life. It all comes into play.
Absolutely.
So we will update you soon, the next few weeks, on some progress, and talk to you soon.
Bye.